Alright, so welcome back to Whitehouse Farm. What we're doing tonight, we're going to be going ahead and replacing the shocks and struts on the 05 Nissan Sentra. And I got the whole strut assembly here, and these are ready to install. So hopefully just some bolts, but knowing my Nissan, it's going to be lots of rusty bolts. But got the whole thing here. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to install the front, and then we'll do a part 2, a second video for installing the rear, and go from there. I also have some upcoming videos on my 2500 HD. Going to be doing lower ball joint, brakes, rotors, and we're going to actually change out another swing arm with the upper ball joint, or control arm. And also doing a video on separating your upper and lower, and water pump for your stern drive, and doing a video on hydraulics, the excavator. And what do we got here? What we found today? Where are they? Oh, look at these guys sleeping away in here. Got some squirrels. Got 3 baby boy squirrels there. Alright, I'll cover them back up. So, yeah, a lot of stuff coming up. A lot of upcoming videos. Also, a muffler. Gonna replace that on the Nissan, because as usual, everything rusts out. So, alright, what we're here for, front shocks and struts. Let's go ahead and start getting them installed. Okay, so as you can see, this already dropped down. Oh, part's falling off of it. This thing's shot. Well, that's why we need to replace this. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna move this brake line off here, and then we're gonna go ahead and remove these 2 bolts. And we should be able to just take it right off. We got 3 more bolts up top here. We actually have to open up the hood to get to, but we'll go ahead and do these first. Otherwise, it'll just be dropping down if we do the bolts up top. Alright, so this is hopefully going to be your #1 friend for getting these off here. So let's go ahead and soak these. And these are going to be a 17. There we go. Got that tab off now. Now you can go ahead and fish this through here. There we go. Alright, so that's not on there anymore. All right, that's one. All right, there we go. All right. So now, should be able to give this a couple of whacks there. Should separate. Yep. All right. So now we gotta pop the hood and get the upper bolts. And that's gonna be a 13 millimeter. A little bit of spray in here. All right, that one made it to the floor. And you can see it dropping. So, all right. Leave this up here. So now we got those three out. We should be able to take this right out of here. All right. All right, so here's our old one. And this thing, it definitely needed to be replaced. So this is just a giant paperweight now. Now we need to clean this up. Okay, so now that we got that clean, let's go ahead and get our shock and strut. This is ready mount, ready to go. I was just telling you that it's a compressed spring. Says vehicle may appear higher after installation. I hope so, because this thing was like touching the ground. So let's go ahead and take these nuts off, and we'll set them up top. A nice nice and shiny this thing looks. Yeah. Oh, by the way, these were 50 bucks a piece. So I'll leave a link in the description below on Amazon if you have the same vehicle or the same strut. So, all right, let's go ahead and throw this on. So very important with your two shocks, make sure you remember which one goes on which side. So we had this over on our brake line side. So we'll go ahead and install it, this one here. Otherwise it would be reverse, it would be over here and we wouldn't be able to get it. So let's go ahead and get this in and we'll fish it up to the top. On it, get it to go. Do a little wiggling back and forth. But all right, so let's tighten these down. That'll bring it up higher. So those are in there all the way. Those are nice and secure in there. Now we should have a little bit easier time getting this to fit here. There it goes. Yep. There we go. See if we can run a bolt in here. There we go. All right, so got that one in. Let's go ahead and get the bottom bolt in. And like I said, you gotta move this thing around a little bit, push down on it, back, and you'll see the holes to line it up. There we go. And you might have to give it a little tappy tap. But then you got both of them in there. So let's go ahead and throw the nuts on. And we'll go ahead and tighten them up. Okay, that one's on there. Actually, let me take this extension off here. Don't need it for the top one. All right. they are on there nice and tight. All right. So now, last but not least, get this through here. And then this lined up with that. Tap this in. There it goes. All right. All right, so there it is. There is our new shock strut assembly. Brand new. All installed. Everything back together. So last thing we had to do is just throw the tire on and start with the other side. So, all right, let's get to it. All right, so last thing we want to do, since we were messing around with the brake pad and stuff there, go ahead and throw some brake clean on there and rub them off. All right, so let's hit it with a little brake clean. And we'll get the back side too. All right, so let's go ahead and start another side. All right, so let's go ahead and get the passenger side going here. All right, so once again, hit it with some PV Blast. And we'll hit the top here with some PV Blast as well. All right, so this one wasn't as bad as the other side, but when you're doing one, you got to do the other. It's like doing brakes. All right, so we got our new shock. strut, complete set. Let's go ahead and throw this up in there. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and throw the tire back on, and then we'll wait till tomorrow when it's daylight out, and we'll take this sucker for a test drive. All right, so this thing definitely looks like it's kind of jacked up in the front. So we definitely got to get those rears done soon. But let's go ahead and take it for a drive and see how she does. All right, so it definitely feels stiffer. It feels better, that's for sure. I mean, my driver's side shock, it was shot. Like any tiny little bump, you'd be bouncing all over. This is nice. It feels nice and tight, and I'm not bouncing and stuff with every little bump and all that. All right, so we're back, and I tell you what, I was actually driving towards the bumps and all that stuff in the road, trying to hit them to see what it feels like, and it feels so much better. Before, I feel like I'm bottoming out. So these shocks and strut combo here, they work pretty good. For how long, who knows, but at least I got new ones on there, and for 50 bucks a piece, you really can't beat them. I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description, so you guys, if you have the same vehicle, go ahead and throw them in there. Really simple. 2 bottom bolts, 3 top bolts. Doesn't take too long. I will be throwing the rears on. I'll do a part 2 video for that, just because I do notice the vehicle's a little bit more of an angle now. But all right, so they're all on there, and nice new shocks and struts on there, all one piece, easy to throw in. So all right, hope you guys like, enjoy, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, bye guys. You can't say goodbye without saying goodbye to me. All right, Olaf, we'll see you on the next one. All right, bye, Obo. Bye, guys.